Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? How's y'all guys doing? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I'm sorry, I'm a couple of minutes late. But put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. I will appreciate it. Hey everyone. Y'all, this snow is driving me nuts. Like, I'm over it. Like, I'm just over the winter. We got 10 inches of snow the other night. So I just didn't even go live yesterday. I just relaxed all day yesterday. This snow is just I'm over it. Please let the spring come back or something. But this winter has I'm definitely over it. I've been over it. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. I'm trying to. Okay, thank y'all. Thank y'all. How was everyone weekend? Hope everyone had a great weekend. And then we're supposed to get some more snow tomorrow, y'all. This is crazy. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. I said this snow got to go away. Hey, everyone coming in, make sure you hit the like button. I will appreciate it. Just waiting for some more people coming in. Hey, PA, what's going on? So, y'all, I only got one update about the missing little girl. Other than that, y'all, I haven't heard anything else. Hey, Royal D in chat, how you all doing today? I'm doing good. If the snow stop, I'll be doing even better. The snow just go away. Yes, just go away. So we're gonna touch some base on Ramika. Because I think her court day is coming up, y'all, the 3rd. I don't know what day that on. Hey Brittany. Yeah. So let's see here. Now they was saying that they found a t-shirt or a shirt or something of that little girl. I'm not sure. So I don't want to say it's true because I'm not sure. Let's see. Hey Freddie. Hey Miss Walker. How y'all doing? So I don't know if that's true yet, y'all. So I didn't want to put that out. But I'm doing better than last week. It's the chest pain from coughing is getting too much. Did they give you any medicine, sis? Did you get any medicine for your coughing? I know how that could be. I had that cough before, so I know. Maybe you may need some medicine for that. So we're gonna get into the video, y'all. Now the man that got unalived by the police. Ugh, I don't know if I want to play that video. I don't know. I just may want to talk about that. I don't know if I want to play that video on my channel. Good morning, Royal G. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? So, let's get into the little girl first. Miss D, did you go live yesterday? No, I didn't go live yesterday. I wasn't feeling this fucking snow we had. It was too goddamn much. I couldn't take it. And I just relaxed all day. It was just too much. Ooh, 10 inches of snow. That was a lot, y'all. That was a lot. Good afternoon, Miss D and chat. Good afternoon. And I'm trying to work on my other channel. It's giving me a hard time to get my other StreamYard over there. So Kopi's going to help me today with that. So it's been giving me a hard time. But everything else I got going, running over there. I wrote in my description over there what that channel going to be about. I'm over this snow. Yes, I'm over it. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. I'm just like, oh man, just let the spring come. I don't like it too hot, but just let this snow go. I'm over it. I'm done with it. Yesterday I was celebrating my birthday, 62. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Yes. It was a lady named Tammy. What stuff? She did a reading on Genesis and they found clothes in the trash bag. Oh, really? Okay, we're about to get some snow tomorrow. Yeah, they said we're gonna get more snow tomorrow too. I told y'all I'm over it. I can't take it. I'm over it. Oh, Lord. Oh, okay. So we're gonna watch this video and see. Now the other video about that guy, I don't know about that one too right now. I don't know. So let's
another development happening with members of her family. On February the 20th, a woman who has identified herself as Genesis Reed aunt, she started circulating flyers and social media posts claiming that 2-year-old Genesis may have last been seen with a black man in a white pickup truck, and this has raised concerns that she may have been taken across state lines, according to her family. Now, a fair question may be, how do we know that this alleged aunt is actual family? Now, Genesis Reed, maternal grandmother, who is Adrian Reed's mother, she has been reacting to this flyer and information that this person has been putting out. So as you see before you, you see this flyer that says missing child, last seen with a black male with a white pickup truck. There were 7 reactions, 62 shares. Of those 7 reactions, you will see that Genesis Reed, her grandmother, her maternal grandmother, was one of the 7 reactions. In addition to this, the cousin went on. If you recall from a previous video, there was a cousin that came out and he spoke to say that the focus needs to be on the mother. And if you haven't checked that out, that's in the previous video. Well, the mother of his child, she made a post and she said, please, any information will help us. We just want her back and safe with the family. Now, under that post, the maternal grandmother, she commented, and what she said was, yes, you are so right, niece. Pay attention to this. If they scared, drop her off at the fire station, the emergency room, somewhere safe, or just take her to the police. You can't get in trouble if she gave her to you. So this is adding to the speculation that the family is claiming that Genesis may be alive at this point, which the investigator...
Sis, I was going to talk about that. I was going to ask the chat what do they feel about me covering a little bit of that case, because I had got a phone call yesterday on that case. They was like, D, because you on it, you watch it every day. I watched that case from sun up to sundown, with Nancy case. So I wanted to see if the chat would be willing to listen to some of that. Yes, and I seen that this morning they got a $1 million out for Nancy. I did see that maybe they can offer a award. Yeah. Good afternoon. Yes, please go over it. Okay. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Thank you. Because I know sometimes, people, they don't like this, they don't like that. I try to bring different stuff, y'all, all the time. I try to do the best I can. Hey Queen D in chat. Hey sis, how are you? Brittany, can you pin my call? Can you put my coffee link and I'll pin it up the top if you would? So it's a lot going on with Nancy case too. Good afternoon to you too, Miss Thompson.
Have not ruled out that possibility. They're saying that they're exploring every avenue until they find out what happened.
Okay, PA, I will, baby. I'm gonna look up some stuff tonight.
But the maternal family is claiming that Adrian Reed may have given Genesis to someone. Now, it is important to remember that these are claims that are being made by the maternal family. This has not been confirmed by law enforcement at all. But in addition to this, the Enterprise Police Department have now expanded their search across state lines, which has led many to believe that some of this information that her maternal family is putting out may be credible. So listen to this.
Now, as I said, there are no major searches ongoing. They're still in the planning phases. Police are still following tips that have led them all over the Southeast to places like Georgia and Texas. They are continuing to follow those.
Officials expanded their search areas Thursday, looking into local landfills. And this is happening as Genesis's mother, Adrian, is arrested for allegedly lying to the police. And
where you all have scaled back the search.
We have not scaled back the search. Please don't listen up. We have not scaled back the search. It's a methodical chasing every lead, following everything throughout the weekend. Again, some things that we do, we check it off to say that we've done it, and we know that that's not where she's at. So that takes time, that takes effort, that takes nights and days and days and nights, and that's where we're at right now.
Okay, so I want you to pay attention to this, because now as all of this is happening, 33-year-old Adrian Reed remains in jail after authorities say she lied during the investigation. Investigators have said that although she reported Genesis missing around 3 a.m. on February the 16th, they believe the toddler had actually been gone for several weeks, which I have covered. So according to investigators, it could not have been true that Genesis was simply missing from her bed that morning, because they believe she disappeared well before that report was ever made. Now, here's where I need you to pay attention to. There's a post that have been circulating online that is alleged to have come from the maternal grandmother social media account dated February the 4th. And I want to read what it says here. It says, "All I want is to see my Jen. Grandma, miss you so much. I'll keep praying to see you soon. Just know I love you to the moon and back. Mama, please watch over her." Well, I believe that meant to say her, wherever she's at. Now, what is the significance of this post? The significance of this post is that Genesis wasn't reported missing until February the 16th, as we know. However, with the rumors that were going around that the grandmother texted the father on February the 4th, there is now this message that has been circulating to say that the grandmother was showing concern on February the 4th, which gives credibility to the claims that the grandmother knew and may have texted the father that Genesis had not been seen. Now, keep in mind, investigators have already addressed this, and I covered it in my last video, where they said that they are not going to address any rumors or speculation going around about this February the 4th date. So while social media may be heavily focusing on Genesis' father and the grandmother, the authorities have cleared them. And in addition to this, his family member came out in a post, and what they stated was, "Hey, listen, I'm taking all fades when it comes to speaking on stuff that ain't facts with my blood or Genesis. My cousin, one of the best fathers. What do you mean?" Now, in addition to this, there was...
That's what they saying. The grandmother knew since the 4th. If y'all can remember when I did it last week, I think, the friend that everybody was going off on saying she was doing too much, she said the grandmother knew since the 4th. Now, that's what she said. I don't know, but that's what she said in that video that I played last week. The grandmother knew since the 4th. I'm not sure.
Was this clip that was previously circulating online. But I want you to pay attention to this clip, because later in the video, I'm going to play a clip from one of the people that was there. But the significance of what this clip is that the grandmother is talking to the father in this clip, and she's saying Adrian, the mother, does the same stuff to them. Now, many believe that this is in regards to the clip that you're going to hear later, where everyone has said, how could this father go 30 days without seeing Genesis, or if he was concerned about her? But it's been said that Adrian would tell him that she was with the godmother, she was somewhere else, or it wasn't uncommon for Adrian to also say that she couldn't find Genesis. So maybe that's why the father didn't respond, but I'm going to let you hear that for yourself later. But before we get into this, I want you to listen to this clip. Listen to what the grandmother is saying.
It's about the kid, it ain't about it.
She do the same shit that she do to you, Ray.
She cut you off, you never see that right there. I'm on the outside, so I don't know fuck that. When I got there, you feel me? But I can't see it. And man, work, man.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get it up this commercial.
Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because here's why this matters. The maternal grandmother has said that Adrian would often play the same game with her and the father, saying she didn't know where Genesis was, or saying she was with someone else, including a godmother that many people say doesn't even exist. Because of that, and because of the claims about Adrian's alleged mental health issues, some family members have held on to hope that Genesis may have been given to someone else. That's why the family has continued to circulate these flyers saying that Genesis was last seen with a black male in a white pickup truck. In fact, just within the last hour, the grandmother shared another post saying anyone who sees Genesis to contact EPD and help bring her granddaughter home, with that same allegation that Genesis was last seen with the black male in the white pickup truck. Now, here's where this gets interesting. Some people have pointed out that at the last press conference, which the Enterprise Police said would also be their last final public update through these daily messages that they've been doing in this format of a press conference. But what they said was, if you have Genesis, now is the time to come forward. And that's the part of why some people believe that she could still be alive.
We continue to investigate every lead and pursue every possible avenue in our efforts to bring resolution to this case. This includes ongoing witness interviews, as well as detailed analysis of electronic devices and surveillance footage. Our commitment to locating Genesis and bringing her home remains unwavering. If you have any information about Genesis, or you have Genesis, now is the time to come forward. Our investigators are methodically reviewing every lead. If you are involved in this case and choose not to come forward, be assured that we will identify you and pursue prosecution to the fullest extent of the law.
Now, if you recall, authorities had previously come forward and requested the public's assistance in identifying this individual by the name of Mariah. Now, when they first came forward with the request, if you notice, they spelled the name Moriah. Now, after their most recent press conference, they have spelled the name Mariah. Now, many believe that that could potentially mean that they have additional information regarding this information, or it could not be anything at all.
Sis, I do want to talk about it, but I can talk about it. But everywhere that I went to look up that video of the guy that was unalived by the police, it was, a little violence in it, and I don't want my channel to get struck again. But if I can find something to play without it, I doubt if I can find it. And I did send Miss Smith something on it yesterday to see, like, was it okay to play? Because, when my channel got taken down the last time, I don't want to trust that again, but I do want to cover that. And I also want to cover Nancy, because that's a big topic right now. And I don't want to only cover her because it's a big topic. I want to cover her because it really breaks my heart, because she's an 84-year-old woman that had medical issues. And I couldn't imagine if something would have happened like that to my mom. So I put myself in that category, You know, even though my mom is not here with us anymore, but just thinking if that was my mom, not knowing where my mom at, not knowing if my mom alive, not knowing if my mom's eating, not knowing if my mom is alive, they mistreating her. So a lot of that really broke my heart. And that's why I really wanted to, you know, cover her story also. So that was a big case I wanted to do too. But I asked the chat how do they feel about me covering that case. Hey, honey dip drip, how you doing, baby? Now, do y'all think now they saying it's a man with a white truck? What do you say about that, Miss Smith? What do you say? Because I don't want to speculate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know if it's a man with a white truck, but I personally believe she gave that baby to somebody. Or sold the baby, one or two. Yeah. But it's hard to say because nobody knows for sure when they last saw the baby. Or at least they haven't put it out on the internet.
Right. And then I see, you know, and I'm kind of like with those detectives, like a lot of that Facebook stuff need to stop. You know, it really do. Because I ran across so much stuff that, you know, people in the comments were like, y'all need to stop. This is fake. Because someone even said they found that they went back and did another search. Now, I don't know. And said they found a shirt of hers. I don't know if it's true or not, you know. Yeah, he's covered that case about the man. His video is down, so make me think, is that not safe to cover? Right, sis. Right. Yeah. Damn, they took down his video for that. See, that's why I ain't want to play it today on my live. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, but if I can find a video with just his family talking or something like that, I wouldn't mind playing that. But anything like, you know, what happened? I mean, I did it so many times and never, you know, but this was my first time, so I don't want to take no chances.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts about authorities changing?
So I'll try to get those to you.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Okay, cool.
The name of that. Now, the significance of this is because if you watch my last video, you may recall that the neighbor, who many have said has been inserting herself into this case, it was alleged that she was pulled over. Now, what she has came forward to say now is that she was set up. She made a status and she said, on my kid's soul, somebody followed my car and put the police on my car and said I was a Mariah. They said they knew for a fact I was. And the police told me my kids was dragged out the car and filmed on camera, screaming at the top of their lungs, telling the police my mama named Nessa. Y'all got me messed up. I'm not letting up about my kids. Now, she also followed up in a comment and said that them folks ain't just pulled me over, that people put them on her car. So according to her, she was set up.
Okay, so she made 3 videos. Okay, I look for them. Miss Smith said she got some too. She sent to me.
But it's not the Mariah we are seeking. That individual has been fully cooperative with investigators, is considered a witness in this matter and not a suspect. We ask the public to refrain from speculation and to allow innocent individuals to go about their lives without harassment.
Now, as you heard in this clip, authorities were clear in saying that she is not considered a suspect at this time. In fact, she is considered a witness. Now, because of that statement, many have wondered what she may have potentially been a witness to, but authorities have not yet clarified that. In addition to that, there's this clip going around, and in this clip, on the day that the authorities were at the apartment complex, she was overheard talking with another neighbor, describing an incident with the mom who is in custody. So I want you to listen to this.
Get to the point where Genesis is not found, would you pursue murder charges against Ms. Reed as your predecessor did a few years ago here with a case where a body was not found?
So I anticipated that you were going to ask this question or it would be coming up. I've seen some coverage from different outlets. The fact of the matter is this: every investigation is different. Right now, we are solely focused on bringing Genesis home. That does not mean that our office has not discussed if X happens, we need to be prepared to do this. If Y happens, we need to be prepared to do this. We would not be doing our jobs advising law enforcement in this investigation if we weren't prepared for potential eventualities. With that being said, I can't comment on what we would do because this investigation is not over. We have talked this whole time. It is more important to do things right and get it right than it is to rush into making decisions and rush to conclusions because we might miss something. And so when it comes to that analysis, there are significant factors that go into any charging decision, whether it be a Class C misdemeanor all the way up to murder, like you say, a Class A felony. And wherever the facts take us based on the investigation, we will go there. But it is far too early for us to speculate as to what is going to happen at the end of this. Are we prepared to provide that analysis at the proper time based upon what this investigation reveals? Yes, but we are not there yet. And we are hoping that Genesis is going to come home. We're hoping that.
But the other lady said that she did see a shoe. She did take all the shit over there.
I'm thinking.
And she cut all her hair.
She cut her hair.
What she doing with it? She did cut her hair. She's all with it. No, that's good. The police denied. So the man said that it was bleach and damage was
Bleach. Hold on, bleach. You gonna bleach a 2-year-old hair?
No, not the baby.
Oh, got you.
It was breaking off, and she I gotta go down that way. I don't think she stabbed her, shot her. I think she beat her with the hammer. Because when I seen in her window, she was beating the baby on the wall with the hammer, literally, no cap. And I knocked on her door, and I was like, "Nessa, you good?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just going through it." But I ain't tell her that I had looked in her window and seen it. Because the kids had told me that they seen her, and she popped her head back in the window at them, and they ran. So I went and looked in the window, and when I looked in the window, she had a black bald-headed baby doll with nose on, beating the baby in the.
Oh hell no!
At the top of her lungs, and I knocked on the door, and they were like, "Nessa, you okay? I hear you screaming." And she was like, "Yeah," but the whole time you in there beating the fucking. And they asked me, the police asked me, did I hear like was she saying anything? I said no, she was screaming at the top of her lungs, beating the baby doll in the head with the hammer. When I walked in, the hammer was on the floor and the baby doll was on the floor. But everybody trying to blame us, talking about some metal brute, this and that. Baby, if I tell y'all that my kids in Columbus, what y'all gonna think? That my kids are in Columbus, right? You're not gonna question a mama, bro. Come on, bro. What the hell? How can we know? We ain't doing it. She acted normal as fuck. Okay. Speaking to everybody in my house every day, literally for this whole month in my house, literally no cap. Coming up there 6 o'clock in the morning as soon as I put my kids on the bus, take them to school. This whole month she been drinking every single day.
And to be honest, y'all, maybe this mother was crying out for help too. And this girl didn't really see that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people don't know how to visualize when they see a person under mental stress, emotion stress, because it was right there in her face, to be honest. You seen her beat a baby doll with a hammer. You say she was doing these other things. Me personally, myself, I would have knew something wasn't right, and that was a cry for help. So, like I said, I don't know why this girl didn't see it. Maybe she don't know how to identify things like that. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know.
Now this is the same girl that got pulled over.
Right.
She just said,
absolutely.
And she just said that the girl was in her apartment the whole month. But she trying to make it seem like she wasn't with the baby, but we know the baby was there. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
She knows more. She needs to come up and say, what day did she stop seeing the baby?
And then, again, like if okay, she said that the girl was coming to her apartment every day. That's a cry. This is a cry. This girl probably was going through a lot. Whatever she was going through with, I don't know. But whatever happened to that baby, that don't take the fact of wherever the baby's at, what she did was wrong. That don't take that away. But what I'm saying is this girl could have been under a mental breakdown. You know what I'm saying? But this girl here,
She definitely was. I agree with that.
Right. And some people, again, they don't know how to recognize that. And instead of them recognizing that and try to recognize that, a lot of our Black people like to down people. They like to put them down. Oh, he this, that, this, and the third. But sometimes people cry out in different ways for help, you know. And when you seen her, and this is my opinion, when you seen her beating that baby doll, that was the biggest cry for help in the world. Because you should have thought about, is she losing her mind? If she doing this to this doll baby, would she do this to her daughter? You, as a friend, like you say you were, you should have said, I'm going to call the police, or either just call the police, or either call CPS, or either if you can get in contact with the father, the grandmother, somebody you should have got in contact with the day of that incident when you seen her doing that to that baby doll, because that definitely was not a good look, and that definitely was a cry for help. And that's just my opinion, y'all. Have they found the baby? No. Not yet.
So with this girl too, she thinks that people set her up, right? But she
no, you doing all the talking yourself. She shouldn't feel like that, because she didn't want coming out with all the information. You know what I mean? Like that's weird to me.
Been taking her to the liquor store every day to get a bottle, no cap. But I ain't nothing. Like, I asked her again Friday when I had tried to make the basket, the Valentine's basket for Bumble. I asked her, I said, you talked to Bumble? And she was like, no. I was like, oh, because I was going to make her a basket. She was like, she had talked to her. She said, she with her daddy. She good.
And daddy don't know.
That was Friday? No, that was Friday. Yeah.
Oh, they're taking the tape down now.
Yeah, she told me Friday.
Yeah, Saturday she said she don't know.
You don't know where she's at. The Friday she's with her daddy. But she been saying when the January season.
Corey, police department.
From the break, the kids break, we came back January 6th. They said she was even gone for a whole week.
No, that's not what she. I'm lying. They talking about if you seen her beating the baby. You didn't say. She clearly said a baby doll.
What the hell?
If I did, you call the cops.
Yeah, because I had to listen again harder, like, because I was like, girl, you ain't. And then I heard doll, and I was like, oh, she had a black bald-headed baby, and I'm just thinking like, damn, is you cool? I knocked on the door and was like, that's you good? And she was like, yeah, I'm okay, baby. You just know I'm going through some.
Now, I agree with somebody in the chat. Somebody in the chat asked her, why didn't she call the police? And that's what I just said. Why didn't you call the police when you looked through her window and seen her beating a black baby doll? That was a time to call the police to do a wellness check in that home. I mean, as a friend, if I would have seen one of my friends do that, yes, I would have called the police to do a wellness check. Because that tells you right then and there, something was going on already in her mind and in her thoughts. Okay? And like I said, maybe this. What'd you say, Miss Smith?
I said that is a fact.
Right. Miss D, how are you? Love, I hope all is well. I'm good, Miss Lewis. How are you, sweetheart? I mean, instead of you sitting out here, because some of the things, I don't know, y'all. This is just my opinion. I feel like some of the things she's saying now, I feel like she's coming out trying to bash her, but in a way to still tell her story on top of it. That's just how I feel. And I could be wrong about my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of red flags that was there that you seen as a friend, and you did nothing about it. You could have protected this baby also as being her friend. And I'm just going to be honest about it. That's not normal behavior. Thank you, sis. That's not normal behavior. If you see somebody with a hammer beating a doll baby, even if you see a 8, 9, 10-year-old child beating a doll baby, that's not normal behavior. You need to sit down and have a talk with your child and get your child some help, because that's not normal behavior at all. So I just feel like, to me, she's telling her story but bashing this woman at the same time. I mean, I wouldn't want to have her as a friend. I'm just being honest with y'all.
I agree.
I wouldn't want her as a friend. I'm just gonna be honest.
Stuffing on the floor was hammering the babies, but I ain't think nothing of it. Like I'm like,
That's what I was thinking, Nikki. Somebody was saying so she was beating the baby doll when she was reacting to how she did to the baby,
what I said.
and that's what you said. She did it.
I feel like she killed the baby with a hammer, literally.
Okay, so if you was thinking like that, why didn't you call the police and do a wellness check? Why didn't you call the police? The police could have came out there. Maybe they would have been the ones that called CPS. Why didn't you call the father? But the main thing is call the police first if you felt this way. And again, I could be wrong, y'all, but I'm just saying, I won't want her as a friend. I'm just being honest.
I think I'll give her a little bit of grace because I think she is not putting it into perspective of the order of events. So to her, the way she's saying it, I think this happened after she thinks the baby was already gone. So because she said she thought the baby was with the dad.
And right, and that's what I said too. Maybe she don't clearly know the signs of a breakdown.
No,
a mental breakdown. Yeah. She don't know the signs of that neither, because some people don't, some people do. But we all know one thing: if we don't see the signs of that and we don't know the signs, we all can agree that was not normal behavior. Period. Point blank.
We can all agree to that. And then also it's the thing that I think we got that no snitching cold, hard and heavy, and some of that needs to let up.
Because when it comes to the kids, it's not about snitching. It's about saving a child's life. Okay, that's not okay. You want to keep that with the adult shit? Let's keep it with the adult shit. But when it comes to an innocent child that cannot fend for themselves and fight for themselves, all that no snitching shit is out my book. I'm just being honest, because I don't play when it comes to children. I don't play that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
I seen the hammer on the ground, bro. She was beating, literally. You could ask the other neighbor who stay her. She stay up on her. She be hearing her beat all night on that fucking, bro. No count.
Right, Karaya, Carrie.
Why could the crime scene take them?
I guess since they did everything they needed.
They pulled the mattress up.
They pulled it out, but I don't think
they all I seen put out the wire. Yeah, they didn't put it on the bed.
Yeah,
I mean, they didn't put it on the bed under the truck. They just took pictures of it.
And they might have got some pictures.
Yeah, and that damn bleach she did, what she thought that was gonna cover. That ain't gonna cover nothing from what they got. Nothing. We was right here. They put the roll in the truck right there with the blood.
And they said
was it the way to the truck?
That black truck right there, they just pulled off. They put the roll with the blood on it in there, right there when we were standing right here. And they had a little box that had some clothing in it that they brought out of there. Well, they leave.
That's it. If that means it's time for us to go to.
And they took the daddy duck off.
Look at this. Hold on. Look at my nigga. He be on the phone with me, bro. Look what he just said. Man, babe, I ain't gonna count. She showed all the signs. She was dead ass going through it.
Yeah, she did. She showed all the signs.
That's why I kept her around me so much, y'all, because I was trying to, make sure her mental be straight, bro. I felt like she was just going through that because the baby, wasn't there. You ain't used to your baby being gone, bro. So I thought that's why she was wigging out, bro. I would never, anytime she ever done told me that the baby been with the daddy and shit, she always come back. So I didn't know nothing of it. And me knowing what you going through, you really are going through something. So I overly believed in her, yeah, you sent your baby with your daddy. So why the fuck am I not finna question her.
Right.
I feel like as a mama, you was doing the right thing because that's what you portraying to us. You get what I'm saying? Now the daddy done said that what made me flip on the mama. Bitch, you knew February 4th you ain't reported. I seen the text.
They took him down there to talk to see if Adrian to talk to her. I heard the police ask him to.
And he told the police that he told him that it was blood all over the walls.
Yeah, he walked them right there.
Right there.
Yep. He walked them right there and tried to. And then
the search off. Like,
I guess so, because that's Amazon right there. They gonna continue to open that tomorrow. I want to look like it's something y'all had.
They already know. They already know. They already know. Yeah, it's on it. Yeah.
They talking about red clay brown. Between blood and
exactly. What red clay down there? It ain't fucking. That ain't no red clay down there.
It was in the water. The mattress was in the water. It wouldn't have been no motherfucking red.
Kamoye.
Dirty.
Yeah, it would have been brown.
It would have been no type of red. That was pure red.
Yes, Tony Kamoye.
TurboTax locations are now open in your neighborhood.
Now
So,
she's saying that was a clear sign of asking for help. It really was.
So there's another interesting development in this case.
She was also later saying that the girl was just trying to steal her piece. That's why she was going over to her place. But in here, she's saying, she was going through it and we knew it. And so we was just trying to help her. You can't do both. So she's not really her friend.
Right.
You snaking her in the back just to talk out there with all of those people.
Right. She said you questioned her because she was beating a doll. Right. Now, my thing is, when she was beating this doll, was this baby there then, or was this baby already gone? That's a question I would like to know. Was that baby already gone?
The girl gives no time frame. So we don't know. She was just telling a story.
Right, but I was just saying, No,
I'm agreeing with you. Yeah, you need to know. Like, she needs to put it in. Was the baby already gone, or was the baby still here and you saw the baby?
Right, absolutely.
It turns out that the 30
girl, that the baby was gone in early January, but that wasn't what they were saying. They said she was only gone approximately 30 days, because they saw her for the utility check on January 17th. So this girl needs to get her time frames together and think instead of just talking.
Right, absolutely.
Three-year-old mother in this case, her son apparently has her cell phone or has access to her social media account and has logged on to her social media account. Now, on this particular social media account, the last status that she made on this account was January the 2nd of this year, where she reshared a post, and that post said, "This comeback is personal. It's an apology to myself." This was approximately 39 days before she reported her daughter missing. But after the investigation, if you recall, the authorities initially said that Genesis was 3, and that was later corrected. Well, her son apparently has her cell phone, according to family members. And what was stated was he reshared a post where someone says, "If anyone has seen Genesis Nova Reed within the past 30 days, you are urged to contact the Enterprise Police Department." And then he said, "Bro, my sister is 2, not 3. Y'all got the wrong information." Now, there were comments left on the status where apparently they had got deleted. And one of the cousins, which she is the girlfriend of the cousin, she left a comment and she said, "Watch your mouth. That is her brother. He is a child." And then someone said, "First said sister, now brother, hacking pages. Looks like women on page. And then she replied and said, obviously he has the phone. So authorities have confirmed, like I said, that they did do a phone dump and found incriminating evidence. They would not go into details or elaborate as to what evidence was found. If she had multiple phones, if this phone is now in the hands of the authorities, or if he just had access to her login to social media, it is unclear. Now, Genesis' father has released a new statement, and what he said is, forget the media. Daddy, been fighting for you since you were born. Last time I seen you, I told you no matter what, Daddy gonna always be here. I'm gonna keep my promise. Now, prior to this, he had also had a photo on his page of Genesis from December the 25th, 2025, which if you watch my prior videos, that was when he said he last saw Genesis was on Christmas. So the status he also wrote was Merry Christmas from my evil twin. And he shared the photo that has been widely circulating online. Now, in addition to this, he does have another child, and the mother of that child, she was also at the scene with him at that day. She released a statement, and what she said, I would appreciate if people would stop texting me about the situation that is going viral. This is a hard time for me and mostly him to process right now, and need prayers for sweet baby girl. We all love and miss you and hope you're doing just fine, pretty girl. We are here for you, just praying you stay protected. Now I'm going to play a video that he shared, and then I will play what was said to the neighbor who lives there. And she's also the one who organized the candlelight vigil as well. So listen to
this. Wearing full head to toe white. I don't know, there's this quiet elegance. I love minimal dressing.
There you go. Say hi, Daddy.
Hi, Daddy.
Say, what you doing?
Ain't she so
What are you doing?
Say, I'm watching cartoons.
Cartoons?
Say, I love you.
Daddy had the baby Christmas. He had been trying to get the baby New Year's. Mama always make up excuses to try not to let him get the baby. We seen everything in the text. He showed the text. But Daddy is involved, Robin. He had the baby Christmas. He was trying to get a New Year's. She kept telling him, making up excuses. And then he asked her, well, can she at least FaceTime so he could see his baby? And then she say the baby with the godparents, which he never heard of any godparents at all, because he said that alone kind of was off. But he was like, okay, because he always making excuses for him not to get the baby. But then he eventually get the baby, spend time with the baby, and bring the baby back. So yes, Dad is in the Dad was actually out there. Dad spazzed out. There is this live. It is. I'm not gonna delete it. So if anybody want to see like a song from the beginning or whatever, y'all will see the daddy. Y'all will see the grandma. The only person y'all ain't gonna see is the mama, because they done had mama. They done had her for hours and hours and hours. Too cool. Yes, this is Alabama. This is Enterprise, Alabama.
And see, y'all, that's what I was saying when, he kept asking to see the baby and she didn't let him see the baby. He knew that was her routines. She'll always lie and say the baby was here, the baby was there. So I said that just to be saying it, but now the father has said that. The mother has confirmed that also, so he probably thought in his mind that she didn't do anything to the baby because this is her normal. This is what she always does. But I know the father would have probably called the police now. Now, again, if that text message was sent to him that the baby was gone since the 4th, now I will hold him accountable for that. Because when that text message was sent to him, if it was, that's when he should have called the police then. That's the only thing I will hold him accountable for if that text message came to his phone. I don't know if the text message came to his phone or not. I don't know. It could be a lie. I don't know that.
I don't know the grandma name, John. I don't know her name. And the baby's so gorgeous. That's the mom name that's Penn Marie. Marie.
Yeah, she's beautiful, baby.
Exactly, Diamond. That's what I've been saying out there the whole exact time. Like, y'all too calm. Too calm for me, baby. Too calm for me, baby. Cause who? Huh. They were sitting on the y'all. Talking about too calm. They are family sitting on the steps of the fucking house of the apartment, talking and laughing. Like who? Mom ain't got no story, Dion. Mom ain't got no. But she had a beginning story. Her beginning story was she got up, the baby wasn't in the bed, and the front door was open. Well, ain't no bed in the house at all. Ain't no bed in the house at all. You're so welcome, Keisha.
Wow.
Right, and I said the same thing, but Reggie with the baby daddy named Reggie, he said his baby mama always say shit like that. When she get mad or something, she'll say she can't find the baby and stuff. When she get mad and stuff, and he stay in Pensacola, was almost about, it's like 3.5 hours away or so. But every time she get mad and stuff, he says she'll say stuff like that. So he didn't think nothing of it.
Right,
so
and that's what I was saying.
Then he ended, this alert. People started saying something when this alert was sent out, and he shot down here. Lexi, I know she get a utility check from the apartment complex, because the lady said that, and she do hair, y'all. So she make money. She do hair fire. She fire with the braids. I ain't gonna lie. She fire with the braids. A couple of people was all out there who hair she done. She fire with the braids. She do hair, but then according to the son, she sell all her food stamp. That's why he moved out, because there's never food in there. She sells her food stamp.
Oh, have mercy.
But by any cause necessary, somebody else know what's going on, and I from just what I see and experience out there, I believe it's the fucking grandma knows something.
Take those rest and peace posts down. Until you know facts, take them down. Stop speaking those things into existence. We're going to keep the faith, and we're going to keep that.
Adobe Acrobat Studio is all new. What can PDF spaces with AI do for your marketing needs in
Wow.
one spot? An AI assistant? Show me what you got. AI breakdown.
Because we know God is amazing. He is truly amazing. I am just so humbled in all of this. And I know all of us were upset, of course, because there's a child involved. And yes, we opened our mouth because we spoke out of emotions. But when you're a true child of God, you have to go to God and repent and say, God, who am I to say anything about anybody when you truly have mercy and grace towards me? Of course, we speak out of emotions, but we got to repent about that, because you can't judge. And, you cannot judge. I've been judged so many times. I've been called so many things, but a child of God. And look.
And you're right, too. Yeah, she was mad. I thought she really was the auntie of that baby. I really thought she was. Until people started saying that she was the fake auntie. I thought she was the real auntie of the baby. I don't know. She said she got called out. She was mad.
God made me totally over. Anybody that know me back then and know me now, know that God did a 360 change in my life. So we're just, praying. That's the best thing to do. And just leave it in God's hands. We can't pray about it, ask God to fix it, and then we turn around and say, oh, because I know it. That ain't of God. That ain't of God. And so many people got so many things to say about why the Miami family ain't here. Y'all need to know things before y'all start opening y'all mouth. For one, my car is being worked on. For two, I have to get the money. I'm still praying. But for those that are not willing to help, please keep your mouth quiet. Please zip your mouth. Please zip your mouth. I'm telling you, definitely when it comes down to me, shut your mouth when you don't know what's taking place and what's going on. You don't know what we're doing down here to try to make it up there. You all just don't have the slightest clue what we're trying to do to get there. But God is there on our behalf. Just know that. He is there on our behalf. I just want you all to stop posting all these negative videos. I just want you all to humble yourselves in this hour. We may feel some type of way about Adrian, yes, but God has the last say so. And like I said in the live some days ago, we don't know what God is up to. So it's just best that we move out his way. We got to move out God's way. We really have to move out his way. Because we don't know why these things are taking place. We just don't know why. And we bet not question God. Because we really may not be ready for the answers. Sometimes y'all think that y'all can be bold and ask God questions. But when he show you all the answers, y'all ain't ready for that. Good morning, Tatiana. Y'all ain't ready for the answers that God truly will show you. So in this, we have to really chill and pump our brakes. And I'm so grateful for those who've been searching. I'm so grateful for Enterprise Police Department. I'm so grateful for those who are praying.
Hey,
I'm very grateful for those who reached out to me, my sister, and everybody else. I'm so grateful. I'm telling y'all like, well, why?
So, y'all, is she really the fake auntie? And if she is the fake auntie, who was she claiming to be the sister of? The boy, the girl mom? Let me know in the chat.
I took it as
Nobody ain't,
the girl mom.
Oh, the girl mom? Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy, and when you're a child of God, of course you're gonna cry. But if you do all the extras, you showing God that you ain't trusting him. We got to show God that we trust him in this hour. We really have to show him that we trust him. He's so worthy. He's so good. Like I say, we don't know.
So is she just a friend of the family, Miss Smith?
You never know. She's probably just a church member. I don't know, because these people got me so confused now about who this is.
Yeah. It is confusing now. Yeah, it is.
Oh, why? But we will find out eventually that these things are, taking place. Some of y'all have been so ratchet on these videos, my Lord. Go from showing the search to fighting on the videos. God deals with decent and in order. If you can't make a positive video, then take it down.
Well, I don't think she know about the internet that good, because this is what these people do. They put out false information. They put up AI videos that's not true. You know what I'm saying? So maybe she needs to, get to know what this is what it's about. When a worldwide story come out like this, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of stuff, flow. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Some stuff I don't believe. That's why if people ask me, I'd be like, oh, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I try to go off what I really factually know about a case that I cover. If I don't know, I'm just going to say I really don't know.
It down and don't even do it. If you're going to be making videos and fighting and cursing and all that mess in the videos, take it down. We just want to see straight positive vibes. And I pray for Genesis along with all the rest of these babies that's out there. All of them. It's a lot of parents that's hurt. But just know, me and my husband, our household got y'all covered in prayer. And I asked God last night, I say, Lord, let the next phone call be that somebody's child has been found. Let that be the next phone call. Not the phone call of gossiping. Not the phone calls of falsifying information. The phone call of somebody's child has been found safe.
Yeah, she did HR. Oh, that's what they were saying. That's what she said.
She's like, got it.
That's what the mama said.
She said she's going to defend her daughter.
She know, cause she knows something. Cause she knows something.
She was standing there with me. She was like, it's hell of a joke about mine. It's hell of a joke about.
But not about your grandbaby though. Let me tell you, something went down. My mama go for the grandbaby first.
Bump me.
Right.
You better say it. I'll see that you later. And then my thing is
Oh, ain't no case.
you live 30 minutes away. And don't think
Exactly.
she been going 30 days.
And you knew? And you knew? They brought something else out.
I think they're gonna go around here, I guess. Are they loading up the lead?
She heard the mama say, the grandmama say she gonna defend Adrian. She don't care who. Who? Her mama said she gonna defend her. Adrian mama said.
She said she gonna defend her.
Her daughter?
At all times. But she already said.
Ain't no way. Baby, it'll be about my grandbaby, not about the mama.
Did y'all just hear that when she whispered and said that? That the mother said she's going to defend her daughter. Did y'all hear that? It's not about defending your daughter at this time, baby. It's about defending your granddaughter. That's what it's about. If you said that, I don't know. But I know that's what I just heard in this video here. That's why I asked y'all, did y'all hear it?
Yeah,
that's so true.
Some people been saying that, but I don't know how true it is. Like I said, I ain't gonna speak on that because I don't know if that's true. Exactly, Quinn. But y'all, the grandmother of the baby said she don't give a fuck at any cost. She gonna back her baby up. She behind Adrian, her daughter. She said, oh, they taking pictures down there where the bed at now. They finna go down there. But the grandma said she gonna defend her daughter at any cost, baby.
He said he's not gonna hide nothing because of his sister. He wants his sister.
I mean, she can defend her daughter. That's her daughter. I understand that. But it all depends on how you're going to defend her. You know what I'm saying? If you know your daughter did something to that child, no, you should not defend her. But if you know in your heart that your daughter didn't do anything wrong to her child and your grandbaby, then you defend her. But if you stand ground for your daughter and you know in your heart that you believe something happened in your heart, in your gut feeling, in your instinct, you should not defend your daughter.
They got the crime scene tape still up for the field.
They keep doing something. They're gonna go down there because they keep reverting back to over there. Now they just start taking pictures. They had lifted the thing up, was gonna walk down there, but then they turned around and when they got the camera, the FBI, the marshals was finna walk down there, and then the FBI they got in a huddle, started talking, and they went and got the camera. Now they taking pictures of the mattress down there. And they brought, I don't know if you've seen, they brought bloody rugs and stuff out the house. They put it in that truck right there.
For real?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they brought a rug out with blood on it and put it in that truck.
Somebody was recording.
They did do one, Shantavius. They actually did do one, and they really want to wait till everybody go back in and do a whole nother one. But you know, ain't nobody gonna go in. Oh, they walking down there now. Ashley, they going down there now. Stay down there. No, the mama burnt her own bed. She said the baby was in the bed, asleep this morning, and woke up and the baby wasn't in the bed and the door was open, but ain't no bed in the house at all.
Where you at?
Yeah, I just said that. I said that earlier. The only way you don't smell it is possible water.
Uh-huh. Yes, ma'am. He said something about some blood. I don't know exactly what it was, but I did hear the blood. He digging with something. I don't know exactly what he said, but I heard the word blood. When she heard it too, we heard it at the same time.
Lord,
but he digging.
Lord,
He down there digging.
Lord. I don't want to see this shit. This is crazy. I don't even know how to go down here.
If we can see
Turn around.
And they calling.
Lord, have mercy. Oh, Jesus Christ, y'all. Lord, have mercy. They just said from my blood. They got the wire on. Hell no, you can't.
I'm taking pictures of it.
Yeah, they just said something about blood.
I stay on with y'all until we go off. I ain't got my portable charger with me.
That's why I think they probably wanted the daddy to leave.
So that
they probably yeah, to see if she'll
I
talk.
I could hear a little bit.
I figured that.
Look, I told
They'll go talk to the mom.
I was trying to listen. I said they couldn't go try to. I said they couldn't go try to get. I know what I do. I said they couldn't go let him talk to the mom.
Jesus.
My God. That's a baby. That's a silhouette in that bag.
Oh my God. Oh.
Well, I thought that was that big.
We promise a tenfold refund if it doesn't work. Traditional dentures can lead to jawbone loss and change your facial contour over time.
Look, I'm declining everybody.
Yeah, they calling me. I got to do. They don't call you. But they just want something out like a car, a deep blanket, no, whatever this is they brought out is blue, black.
I think it's the sheet, probably just from the bed.
They not putting it in. I don't know what they doing, but they did not put this in no bag. The mattress, the mattress. Only thing they did was put the mattress on the back of the truck. Just big everything that he just pulled up.
Because it ain't just no sheet the way they was holding it. That ain't just no sheet.
That's not just.
And both of them was holding it.
That's not just a sheet. That's not just a sheet. That they just.
It ain't. They just brought it from down there. It's a sheet, but it ain't just no sheet. Because it's a sheet, but it ain't just no sheet. They just brought it from down there. What they on the ground? It's a sheet, but it's the solar. Yeah, and it's
latte, baby.
It's something in it because they took both of them was holding it, and you could tell.
Look how the flies on it. Look how the flies on it.
Yeah, both of them was holding it.
That's.
Look, it go clear. It go clear, boo. It clear right here. Something about not in his office.
You see all the flies and shit on there? I'm good. This is scary, y'all.
Whoever thought in Louisville. We used to see stuff.
No, but you remember when Ayana went missing? It's been 7 years.
Girl, I was just talking about that the other day.
They don't rule nobody dead until you've been missing for 7 years.
I just said that. I was just talking about that yesterday.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. I love the kids too.
I'm finna go.
So you hit this off.
Yeah. Maya, I'm right here. Oh.
Who that baby fed up?
They just need to let the people know we want peace and shit, just like everybody. Because this is hurting my heart.
I was at home.
Oh, that's what he did. Yeah.
And we also think they took them. In case something don't want to see if something come because
he gonna show out.
Because they kept finna go down there, and then they sent like 2 different to come.
Yeah. I'm finna lie and say I'm her best friend. I'll go down there and talk to that bitch.
Yeah, it's up down there for them to keep going like that.
Okay, y'all, that was the end of that video.
Now a local tax.
So, what do y'all think? I don't know what else to say, y'all. I mean, I hope they find this baby. I will say that. I definitely hope they will find this baby. And whatever's going on, the mother's still gonna get charged. You know, they definitely still gonna charge that mother. Okay. She's not getting out of jail. That's one thing. But like I said, the mother, No, don't take up for your daughter if you think your daughter did something wrong to that baby. And even if she gave the baby to somebody, she still did wrong. Okay? Maybe you need to talk to your daughter, ask your daughter, what did she do to that baby? Where is the baby? Be honest with authorities. You know, that's what maybe you need to talk to your daughter about, because I'm quite sure she's, excuse me, calling home from the jails. So, you know, maybe you need to talk to your daughter and have your daughter to come straight forward and be honest with the detectives, instead of having these detectives go around looking for these babies in the woods or whatever. If the baby was somebody, she gave the baby was to somebody, tell them that. Tell them who she gave the baby to. You know, don't just, because that's a lot of money. They got to keep doing all these searches and stuff for that baby. That's a lot of money. So if nothing happened to the baby, you gave the baby away, still tell the detectives where the baby is at. Now, with the white truck situation thing, I really don't know anything about the white truck. That's just what I heard. You know, people say that the last time they seen the baby was with a man in a white truck. I can't confirm that. I don't know that. That's just what I heard. I don't know. You know, but this is sad. You know, it really is sad. And again, back to the friend, when the friend seen this, her friend beating a doll baby with a hammer, that was the biggest red flag you could ever see. That was a red flag right there. She should have immediately called the police to do a wellness check in that house, because she says she's seen it through the window, right? So you should have went back to your house. If you had no contact with the mother or the father, you could have called the police, or either call the police first, then contact the mother and the father if you can get in contact with them, and tell them what was going on, what you seen. And you felt like, you know, the police need to go there and do a wellness check on that baby. You could have called them after the fact. Whether they like what you did or not, at least you can say you did the right thing. Okay? And that baby probably could be still here in our eyes that we see. Praying for the baby. It's sad. It's sad. This is really, really sad. So, like, you know, like I said, if she knew that she seen her beating a doll baby with a hammer, she could have called the police right away and told them, go to their house, do a wellness check. This is what I just seen. If you ain't want to say friend, just say this is what I just seen my neighbor do. You know, or if you was in contact with the mother or the father, you could have contacted them afterwards, you know, to let them know what you did and why you did it, what you seen, and you felt like it need to be a wellness check going on in the house. Now, again, I don't know. Was the baby there when she seen her beating the doll baby with a hammer, or was the baby already gone? That's something, again, we don't know. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. That's something we do not know. So, I mean, it's still a lot of unanswered questions, you know. And I mean, and if this lady that they say is a fake auntie, you know, hey, if she decides she want to speak out on the family behalf or whatever, hey, it's okay with me. I grant her that, you know. So yeah. Barbara say, who are you talking to? Yeah, who are you talking to? Are you telling somebody? Are you telling me to shut the fuck up? Because that's not the way we talk over here, baby. You'll be blocked over here because my minds don't play over here. So no, it's not a freedom of speech over here. We don't talk like that in my chat. Okay, see you later, because we don't talk like that in my chat over here. We don't talk like that. Not over here. That's not the way we talk. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, sis, for blocking them. Yeah, we don't talk like that over here. Thank you, sis. So yeah, you know, so it's still a lot of unanswered questions that, you know, need to be, you know, I guess, you know, we can't, well, I don't think they spoke out yet again. The police department, I don't think they spoke. I haven't seen nothing new on them that they spoke out on. regarding the baby. But I hope they do find the baby. I hope they do, and I hope they find her safe and sound. And I can guarantee you, if they do find this baby safe and sound, she would never be probably could go with the mother side of the family. I can guarantee you that. She will not go with that mother side of the family.
Yeah, she wouldn't be first up anyway. The daddy get first dibs at her. And since he's been active, they'll give it to the daddy.
Yeah. Because he have been active in that baby life. He really have. Yeah, he really have been active in the baby life. And like I said, I hope the baby is still alive and they find the baby and, the baby is not harmed or anything like that, until we can get some new updates on the baby, because that was the last update, that I had seen. I had seen that like 2 days ago, but I wasn't live. So, and with the case with the guy that got unalive, that was sad. I did watch the video, and it seems like, did it seem like there was a dog biting him up, Miss Smith?
Yes, it was a dog biting him up. So
yeah, because it was kind of bleeding out a little bit. So I'm like, is that a dog? So it really was a dog.
It was a dog, the canine dog, the German Shepherd.
Oh wow.
And Miss D, the mom did an update, and so she said that because she had thought that the police officers bumped him off the bike or something like that, they pew him off the bike in the shoulder.
Oh, so that's what they did.
Yes. Because I was trying to figure out how he flipped off the bike. I'm like, I didn't see the car bump him, but he's flipping off the bike. So I was thinking he was just getting off the bike to run into the buildings, right? No.
Well, it showed that he laid flat down on the ground in that video.
Ms. D, it's so worse. Like, those cops have no leg to stand on because they had already been harassing him earlier in the day.
Well, did you see a video on? It was on Facebook. This guy followed. He shared it. He said that cop that unalived that boy, this was his third time unaliving someone and still working on the police force.
Yes, it's wild.
I'm like, are you serious?
Yes, the mom has the names of the people. I don't know if all three are from this particular officer, but she has 3 names that she's fighting for now. She was like, this is not just about my son. This is about all of these boys. I mean, they did him so bad. I would have sworn that was
Barbara,
in the South.
he sure did. They say he got away with those other 2, and that's why he's going. As long as they keep him on that police force, he's going to continue to do the same thing because he thinks there's no consequences out here when he unalive people. And maybe those other 2 families, maybe they may come forward now and tell their story and tell how their family member got unalive and nothing was done about it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I thought that was in the South, girl. Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley. You know what I'm saying? Those people are not right. And this time they have video evidence from not only the police cams, but from neighbors. And that's what made this thing hit like it did, right? And so they are going to have to face consequences. It's just no way around.
And yes, because they had a neighbor in a window that they didn't even see recording it.
Yes, and I heard from another CC today or yesterday or something that the police had went looking door to door trying to find that person.
Yes, they're trying to find that person. Yes, because they don't know who did it. And I hope they don't find them, and I hope that person don't say nothing. But I think that person sent that video to somebody.
Yeah, and it's already on the internet. They can't pull that back. The people, the regular police force does not need to be looking for the lady. Either the only people that need to look for that lady and get a statement from that lady is IA, which is, that's the police of the police, or the FBI. Those are the only 2 people that need to be searching for the lady. If it's the regular police force, that's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
But who's going to trust the police?
Yeah, I wouldn't trust them.
I would not trust them. You can't come to my door talking about you to police after I just saw that. I'm not
Because you
saying nothing.
you never know what they might try to do to that family for recording it.
Exactly.
They could harass them people and everything. I wouldn't say a word. Because she damn sure was in her window recording everything. She recorded that whole video. And I think that's how a lot of people got that video from that lady.
That's right, that is. Because that's what made them go ahead and release it, because social media was already going crazy. And then they said they were trying to get ahead of social media.
Well, evidently they couldn't. But now they did say the guy that had just got out of prison and he was on parole. He was on felony parole. Now I don't know what that was about or whatever, but they did say he was on parole. The guy, the guy on the
mom, the mom talked about it. He had he had gotten in trouble once where his friend had went and robbed his ex-girlfriend or something like that. But then he was on parole, but then he got arrested and went to jail because he had a QQ on him.
Okay, so
but he's never harmed anybody. He's never done anything to anyone. Mm-hmm.
So basically, they trying to hold this against him, being that he was a felon and didn't supposed to have had this.
Right, that's what they saying. That's what the police officer. That's what the police force is trying to put out there. But here's the problem with what they're trying to put out, Ms. D. The pew was in his bag. There's no way they could have known the pew was there. They didn't find it until after they dumped out his bag after the incident.
Right, that's what I heard. Yeah, and they said they tried to say he was reaching for his pow, but he was not reaching for anything because he was already on the ground in handcuffs and the dog eating him up.
Correct. He couldn't reach for anything. He could not reach for that bag.
And then when I seen the video, I seen the cops pound him in the back of the head or the neck or something. I seen that video.
They got him in the back of the head. One got him in the back of the head. The other one got him in his hands. Crazy work. I mean, just totally unnecessary. And not only that, the dog gnawing and slashing at his neck. So the man was just, he had no shot. That's hard to, that's hard to take.
Yeah, and I know that was hard for a mom to watch her son lose his life like that. I don't know, it was very hard for her to watch.
It was. You should have seen the emotion from her. It made me emotional. I was like, oh my goodness, that's horrible.
Yeah, I follow her page on Facebook now. I follow her. And
I wouldn't even want to see that. I mean, that was horrible. But she did it. That she said they Emmett Till my baby, but she's standing like Emmett Till's mama. Y'all are gonna recognize what y'all did. I mean, the lady she's strong. That's a strong black woman. I ain't gonna hold you.
Mm-hmm. And she need to go get her an attorney.
They calling her banging down her door. She has.
Oh yeah, girl. Bill Crump gonna get involved in this. Bill Crump is gonna get involved in this. Is that his name?
Crump. I don't know. I just know his last name, Crump. Ben Crump. Yeah, I think that's his name.
Yeah, he definitely gonna get involved in that. When I seen them videos, I'm like, oh my God. Because you can see when he was riding down the street with the bike. They showed that too.
Yep.
They showed the police car behind him. They showed all of that. I seen it.
And I was like, former 481 said it's Benjamin Crump. So yeah.
Okay. I said his name right. Okay. I thought I had messed up his name. Wow. That is sad. That's sad. But I heard it'd be a lot going on down there in that state. A lot going on down there. Because they had another case down there. And I was scared to cover that case. I left it alone. I said, oh, hell no. I ain't want to cover that one down there. Ooh, Lord, child. I ain't want nobody coming after me. Certain stuff I just don't like to cover. I just try to protect myself because, some of these people crazy. Mm-hmm. Yes. It is sickening. It's sad. But I want her to get all the justice she need, baby. She deserves that. And I hope she do not let up. She keep going.
Yeah, the sister, that was horrible. Like to have to tell when them two are thick as thieves and the sister is in
Wait a
prison.
minute, who in prison?
The sister, the boy's sister that was unalived.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and the mama had to call the girl and tell her her brother was gone. And the girl, she said the girl let out a shriek that broke her soul.
Oh my God, sis, thanks for sharing that. I did not know that he had a sister in prison. I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
But you know what's so bad about that is when you in somewhere where you can't get to anybody to let your frustrations out, you could end up messing up, and then be extended in there. I hope she don't do that. I hope she keep her head
Yeah.
about her.
Do anybody know how long the sister been in prison?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
The chat may know though. They be on it.
Yeah, they do. They do. Oh, wow. That is so heartbreaking, man. Man, I did not know that.
Oh, the girl gets out in 30 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they may let her out. But if Barbara was saying this happened in Mississippi, if this happened in Mississippi, then you never know. It's a toss.
Wow. Wow. Good afternoon to you, sis. How are you doing today? I did not know the sister was in prison. Well, I pray that she get out in 30 days and she can be there for her mom and her family, you know what I'm saying, to support them at the time of their needs. I know she's grieving and, she wasn't expecting this while she was in jail. And I hope that she gets out in 30 days. And I hope she keep her head up while she in there. So, they don't have to try to, say she can't come home within her 30 days. It's just hard.
Exactly.
Man.
That's
Wow.
hard. I'd be in there beating up everybody. You couldn't even look at me wrong after I get some news like that. I ain't even gonna hold.
Wow. Man, this word becomes sad every single day. Every day.
Yep.
Gotta stay prayed up out here. You really do. Dang. I mean, when I seen them do that boy like that, I'm like, what in the world? And then when I heard the guy talking about it on Facebook, and he put the cops out there and said that same cop, and even put the picture out there, the cop. He said that same cop that pow him, pow two people, and still working on that police force. They said that guy said this is his third person. And baby, my mouth just dropped.
That's all a climate thing, because anytime if that wasn't allowed in their area, he would have already been gone. But police officers have a union, so it's hard to get them out. But it's easy when they do stuff like this. But that must be something that is not frowned upon in his department.
Her mom says she's supposed to be getting out, I think, sometime next week. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. The world is growing cold every day. Every day. Every single day. That is the truth. You never lied. Yeah. Well, they said that those two cops, I think, was on desk duty. Now, I don't know if they're on desk duty with pay or without pay. I don't know. But they don't need no pay.
But that's what I'm talking about. They should not even be on desk duty. That means that's still the department saying what you did was okay. They should have been immediately put on unpaid leave, and that is an option for the severity of the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Absolutely.
And the mom says she keeping the city from burning it down, literally.
The mom said that?
The mom said that. She telling everybody to hold tight. She's going to get justice for her son. everybody down there wants to rally around her and burn it down.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I hope they listen to the mama, because that's not the way of getting justice. You know what I'm saying? To do something like that, justice show ain't gonna come. So, just have respect enough for the mother and, respect her wishes. And, let this be handled the right way.
Yes.
Oh,
and
Lord.
it is. If this happened in Mississippi, because I didn't know what state it was. I didn't
know neither. Until
yeah, but if that's
it.
Mississippi, knee deep, Mississippi is the most unfavorable state for people of color. I'll just put it that way. You better not want to be there. But it's tons of people there, but I wouldn't be. I
don't think I could live there. Wow, that's sad. It's and it happens all around the world. It does. It happens all around the world in all states that these cops think they can do something and get away with it. Okay. But when something happened in the neighborhoods, they want you to step up and talk. But when one of their kind do something and unallow somebody, it's no justice behind it. And it's just very unfair.
It is. Yeah. See, I thought it was Michigan too. But I didn't.
Yeah.
Because it happened up north, and I didn't think stuff like that happened up there, so it reminded me of the South. That's crazy word. But whatever it is bad, no matter where it's at. So,
absolutely.
But my thing is, the most important thing that I want to drive home is that the department has to agree with that behavior, whoever is the chief of police.
Right.
That sounds right. Grand Rapids, Michigan sounds right. Yeah.
That's where it happened at?
Yes. Because they kept saying GPD.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. I heard about that, Barb. I did a story on that. Yeah. You talking about the new one? Is this new? Because I know I did one on a black guy that was hanging from a tree from a college.
Yeah.
Remember that one, Miss Smith?
Yes, they have a new one. Yeah, it's a new one.
Oh, really?
Yes. I'm telling you, it's bad. It's bad down there.
What in the world? I can't keep up. Y'all, I can't keep up with all this. Ooh, y'all be coming in here with all these. I can't keep up with them. I'm trying to keep up with Nancy.
You just keep up with Nancy and then bring Nancy to us. Because I look at Nancy's case, but I'm not in depth on Nancy's case. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm Nancy adjacent. Because I did see where she got where they put out the reward. I thought it was a little late for a reward, but whatever.
Yeah, I think so too. But it is what it is. But I cover all kind of stories. I don't care. I mean, I like to bring awareness to everything. And like I said, I Nancy's story just touched my heart. I guess because of her age and I mean,
living out there all alone. You kept saying that. Why is she in that big house with no house?
And listen, me and Cole Pieces on the phone last night. We was talking about the story, and I never got to see the back of Nancy's house. I only seen the front. So Cole Pieces sent me a picture of the back of the house because she looked it up. That house is 1.8 million, 1.9 million. Her house, right? So I said, "Oh, so this can tell the story."
That's a huge house over there in Arizona. That's an absolutely huge house.
So that tells the story of maybe how they got into that sliding back door in that backyard.
Yeah.
Now, they did say they think it's two people that act on this. And I always said that ever since I started watching it. I always believe it was two people that act on that story with Nancy. I don't believe it was one person. Because remember that day I told you, sis, that it was a guy coming from the backyard down the driveway?
Yes.
That was the second person. He was by Nancy's car. That was the second.
To be more. They gotta know it had to be more than two, even more than two, because you had to have somebody driving and those two guys to subdue her in there to bring her out kind of as peaceful as possible. And they got to keep her under control in the car because it wasn't like they was, I don't know. The
Well, they
police
didn't
put
take
out
her
whether or
car.
not they was dragging the body.
Yeah, they didn't take her car. They took their car. They left her car. Her car went in for they wanted to search her car and all that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, Nene, that's who Nancy is.
Somebody said who was Nancy?
Yeah, Nene. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying, like, I would have somebody waiting in the car, no matter how many people inside. You don't know what's gonna go wrong, so you gotta have a driver. I just wouldn't.
Yeah, one person was in the front and that other man was in the back. Because I seen him when he walked down the driveway. Somebody showed it on Facebook. I said, oh. And you can tell there are different guys because the weight is not the same.
Yes. Facts,
but he walked down the driveway out into. See, one thing about it is it's crazy because she live in the desert. It's no lights on that street whatsoever. So when you got cameras up on the outside of your house and you have no street lights, they cannot capture everything because it's dark, right? And then she got that steep driveway going down to the street. She couldn't capture that. That's why I said the daughter should have made more lighting out there for her mom. Okay. If you have to go and buy some lights, y'all have to put all around that house. I think cameras should have been put in the back of that house. And that's why I believe that they probably don't know too much because there was no cameras in the back. And there was a camera on the roof, like going down towards in the front of the driveway. Because if you can remember, that camera was cut on the roof.
Yeah, because the man got up there, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know. You know, the thing is the way they did it, it was sloppy, but it wasn't sloppy at the same time. At least one person on that team has experience doing this.
And the daughter did speak out against that. This was her first time in a while. She did speak out and said she had money. Now with the ransom notes, they saying that they're not true. They don't believe that person have Nancy. They believe that person just wanted money. But if they find out who that person is, they will be prosecuted.
Yeah, I had heard. They said that before, but yeah. I don't know.
And you remember I said before that I do believe it was someone close to that family. I believe that, and they stated that. FBI former agency. She's not FBI anymore. She used to be one. I watched a video yesterday from someone else's clip, and she did talk. She said that she believed that it was someone close to that family. Someone knows Nancy. Someone have been in and out of that home before. That's what she believed. She also stated a burglary is not going to come to your house after 1 o'clock in the morning, something 2 in the morning. That's something they would do during the day. That was something they would not do at night. Not knowing who could be in that house that time of the night. That's why she said she knew it was somebody that knows this family very well, and they knew Nancy stayed alone. That's what she said out of her mouth. And do I believe her? Yeah.
I would kind of agree, except for some people can be stalking you. You know what I'm saying? So
well, she did say that they think that also before they did abduct her, they do think that they was watching the house weeks prior.
Yeah, they had to be.
To that.
The only thing that I would agree with about is depending on how they got in and out. Like, you know, when you get in and out of the house, you don't really. They had to know her or whatever because of the cameras.
Well, we know they didn't get out to the front.
Cutting cameras, right? So if you
didn't come out to the front at all.
I would think it's a worker there because you have to go there and look and see where the cameras.
Well, you're right because she stated that too. She stated it could have been an alarm worker, it could have been someone had worked on the house before. But again, it still goes back to someone that knew that family.
They got to know the family. But the thing that makes me think that it's got to be somebody that's more intimate is because you can be in the house, but unless you pull the layout of the house and know the bedrooms, you don't know really anything. when you going in there that late at night in the dark.
And see, these people probably had the layout because Nancy's daughter said this morning on that video that another guy played that they took her out of her bed.
Yeah, that's somebody that know him intimately.
Right. So that tells you when the daughter said that, the mother, because I was thinking at first, maybe she opened the door. This is just my thinking. Maybe she opened the door. But then when the guy this morning played the video from the daughter this morning, she verified that they took Nancy out of her bed. So Nancy must have been sleeping. And then, they said that, the mom had hearing aids. She couldn't hear good. She did have hearing aids. And they also stated that she was on a pacemaker and it was hooked to her phone. An hour later, it was disconnected from the phone.
Yeah, I look up I was looking at those pacemakers that is attached to the phone. Their distance, their range is only like 100 feet. So she got 100 when she got 100 feet away. That's when it got disconnected. So I'm wondering why it took them 40 minutes to get her out there. Did they let her get dressed?
I don't know.
That's crazy work.
And the blood that they found, it came back as no match, meaning that the person is not in their database. The person was never arrested. Because if anybody was arrested before, it's going to come back in their database that this is this person been arrested before. So the blood, the DNA came back. They don't know who it is because the person was never arrested before. Now, the second story I heard was it was mixed DNA. So they're trying to find out who was the other person blood belonged to. But they said that can take a month or so, maybe a year. I said, well, goddamn. A year? Like, what the hell? So, I watch a lot of videos. I'm going to pull up some videos tonight. But I do watch a lot of those videos. And there's one guy that, like I told you, I watch him day in and day out because he's very consistent with the story. I think he's getting a little agitated with the story because I guess, he feel like they're not telling much of the story. He feel like the kids is not really saying anything. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot. I just believe I believe someone knew them too. I definitely do believe that someone did know them. Yeah. Whether there was a maintenance worker, a yard worker, a gardener that came and keep the garden clean, or whatever the case may be, they still been in that home before. They still know Nancy stayed there by herself. They knew the layout of that house. They knew everything. I definitely do believe that.
It might be one of those the cleanup crew. If she had somebody coming in cleaning, it could be a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cleanup crew who enlisted some men to help her. Anything, but you never know.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. Somebody in that family knows, into this. Now, I do know that the sister, Nancy's daughter, had put a book out. She wrote a book. I don't know when was, I forgot. That the brother did a fake kidnapping on them. And when I heard that, I said, ooh. That's all I said was, ooh. But what I'm saying to say that is, it not came to reality because of their mom. But she did write a book about that. So, I don't know. No, the video showed a man on the front door porch to know exactly where the camera were. Yeah, and it also showed a video of a guy coming out of the backyard. And those were two different guys. He was walking down a driveway next to Nancy's car. And he went on out somewhere. And they did go back. The people that Nancy and them got the camera from, the doorbell camera, they did go back to that company. And the company didn't have nothing but, well, I'm going to say this. They may got more stuff and ain't putting it out. I don't know, right? I'm just speculating. But they did put out the image of the guy. because they had to go back to the company where the doorbell camera was bought. And that's how they got the picture of the guy on the front porch. That's how they got that.
That's crazy work.
Who knows where the cameras were? That's why I said it's somebody that been there before. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's somebody that been there before that knew she had a roof camera, doorbell camera, knew where she slept at, knew she lived alone, all of that. They was watching her movements prior to that. Like the former FBI said that she believed that they was watching her prior to that, her coming in and out of the house. But she also believed that this was someone that knew this family very well.
So let me ask you, Miss E, did they get a call for ransom? For real, for real?
Well, the sheriff said they don't believe that is the person that took Nancy. They think they was fake.
Right,
but,
from TMZ. But
yeah,
did the
TMZ
family ever get one before that?
Well, they got two of them. They got two of them. One of them was a little low, then the other one came back high. They said that if whether it's true or it's false, if they find out who the person is, they're going to be prosecuted.
Right. But are these the TMZ, the one that was sending the letter to TMZ, or somebody that was on the phone?
They were sending the letter to TMZ.
See, that's what's so weird.
And like, TMZ said, why are you sending it to me? Send it to the police department.
Right. Why would they send? My thinking is, if this is an elaborate scheme for the money, you would already have.
TMZ received 4.
Yeah, if you received an elaborate scheme about the money, what you would do is talk to the family to make your demand. You know what I'm saying? Because you following the family.
That's why they say they don't believe it's true. They don't believe that that's the person. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy work. Because why would you go to TMZ first to sensationalize the ransom?
Exactly. Yeah.
And especially TMZ, you didn't even go to a regular news outlet that's covering it locally. You went to TMZ where everybody watches. That's crazy. So the only one that would do that is like a stalker, somebody who wants fame, and they would have to be going after the girl, the morning show girl.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, you took Nancy because of something Nancy did, or you took Nancy to get back at somebody in the family who owe you some money.
And guess what? Another blogger said that. Was this a childhood friend that helped something over this family for years? They had something against one of the children, one of the siblings, and they did this. I mean, you got different bloggers is speaking on different. I'm gonna find some videos to play tomorrow.
Okay, I'm interested now. You done got me interested.
I mean, somebody was saying that they think a couple of people saying she may be in Mexico. Some people saying she's not in Mexico. They think she's in the facility, like in the facility where she lives in one of those mountains somewhere. Nancy's daughter did speak out again this morning, and she did say, just let her know where her mom is. If she got to put her mom away, let them, put her mom away right. And I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Give her mom a homecoming. And if she's not going, just tell her where their mom is. And how are you going to send somebody a ransom note, but you not sending no pictures of this woman? Is this lady alive? Send something. What do you think? Somebody going to just give you money just like that? Like, show some proof of this lady. Where is this lady? Show some proof of her talking. Do something.
Now, the thing that I will say, but I hate to say it, is, because she was older and she could have been so afraid that she passed the night they took her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they have nothing to ransom for. That's why they haven't come out. So I do agree with that.
Right. That's true. And then one lady got interviewed. Yeah. And one lady got interviewed. well, a couple of people say they think it's going to be a cold case. The former FBI said the same thing. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest to what she said. She said it's a
I think
slim
it's gonna be
chance. She
cold.
said it is a slim chance of finding her. This came out of this lady's mouth. And if I can go back and find that video, I will play that video for y'all. She said she believed that this going to be a slim chance and this can go cold. That's what she said.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's nobody making any noise or any movements or doing anything wrong. They done got away with it, really. Unless they luck up.
You know, you're right, Miss Smith, because she's an older woman. You know what I'm saying? Their nerves get bad as you get older. Your nerves get bad. You know, and they probably scared the hell out of that lady.
Yep. Because number one, you already gonna be scared when you get woken up out of your sleep. I don't care how old you are. And
right.
to
Absolutely.
Such violence. Yeah. So
absolutely.
And then pair that with they taking you somewhere you don't know or don't want to go, and who knows how they talking to you at the time. So I think that would be too much for my heart.
Absolutely. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Absolutely, I agree. I definitely agree with you. But how can you do an elderly woman like that? I could never have nothing like that in my heart. Oh man, I couldn't do nothing like that. No way. I could never harm an elderly person. I could never harm a child. Like, how could you have in your heart to be so cold? You know, but it's we know we got people out here in the world that is like that. That they are cold-hearted. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking for me. There's no way in hell I can harm an elderly person that can't do no harm to anyone.
Facts. I agree. But that's the difference between us and them, right?
Facts. That's sickening. It's sickening and it's sad. It's disgusting. You know, and I want this person to be caught. Yeah, I want them to be caught. They need to be caught and brought to justice, whatever they did to Nancy. Just a sad situation. It's so sad. But I'm gonna try to find some videos. So what do y'all think going to happen in court on the 3rd with Ramika, y'all? What do y'all think was going to, with Holly? What do y'all think? What do y'all think was going to go on? Y'all, when is the 3rd anyway? I think, is it Tuesday, Miss Smith? Tuesday, the 3rd?
Yeah, we're 1 week away. Next Tuesday.
Okay. So what do you think?
I think it's just gonna be passing evidence. They really don't have anything else to do. Right? She definitely will stay in jail.
Oh yeah, Miss Shirley crazy. Yeah, we know that, Miss Shirley. We know that one. That's a fact right there, baby. Yeah, so you think they got more evidence to pass on to anyone? I know
I think they got a lot of evidence.
Oh, you think they got more? Okay.
They said they got a terabyte of information. There's no way they went through all of that data that fast.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll still see. I'll be live the regular time, like 12:15. But you know what? Hold on, because I do know Keys dropped a video this morning. I hope you don't mind me playing it. Hold on, let me see. Because I think Keys did drop a video this morning, and I didn't get time to watch it. So let me go see, can I find Keys right quick. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second here. Let me find my boy Keys. I don't think he mind me playing his video. Let's see what he's talking about over here. Let's see here. All right, here we go. Right here. Let me. Yeah, he did play a video. So let me. Hold on, y'all. Let me bring it up. I got to bring it up first. Let's see. Damn, what was the name of that video? I'm trying to see. Okay, I think this is it right here. Okay, let's see here.
Holly Johnson back in the courtroom today, charged with first-degree murder and 5 additional counts in the shooting death of a 31-year-old mother in Chicago's South Loop.
Crazy work. It's that time again, y'all. Court is right around the corner.
Keys
we
funny.
all get to say. They got to roll her up out of there like Hannibal Lecter. Like with the y'all remember how they had Hannibal Lecter with the straight jacket, but he had the leather face and all that shit on type shit. However, this your boy Big Keys. Keys against the world. If y'all don't know what's going on and what's going wrong, March 3rd is her scheduled court date. Same shit, different day. She's not getting up out of there no time soon. Shout out to the state of Illinois. Shout out to the city of Chicago for keeping the streets a little safer as we wait on whether she's innocent or guilty in a court of law. She has not been convicted yet, you know what I'm saying? But I do know ever since she's been locked up, I had a little crick in my shoulder. It didn't went away. I just slept better. All sorts of shit is going. All sorts of positive changes in my life. Crazy work, right? However, I'm hearing something about an appeal. I don't appeal this, appeal that. I say, who's selling bananas? Because that's the only way she's going to get a good appeal. Only way an appeal coming back is a banana peel. Is you fucking crazy, right? Now on December 4th, 2025, the Honorable Judge James Castillo, right? Respectfully, type shit. I guess what he said in the courtroom was means for them to try to get some hope and say he was biased or he said the wrong things. So today, Big Keys is we're gonna bring that up. We're gonna remake that situation in the courtroom. We have the receipts, aka the transcripts. What did he say wrong? Type shit to grant an appeal. Like what it's crazy work. Everybody has the right to an appeal though, but I'm saying
she
this
was
shit about
wrong.
to get denied.
She was absolutely wrong.
4 thumbs down. So the judge say this toward the end. I guess this is when they saying he wilded out. So the judge say, okay. So then we fast forward to September 8th, 2025, rush hour, pretty much. And apparently, the witness number 1, the affirmative father of these children, with both the victim and the defendant, apparently lives. I believe I was told 2100 something state. So even the first judge knew he didn't stay across the street from the school. This didn't happen at his residence. He's going to break it down right here. He said, I believe I was told 20. So basically right around the corner where the victim child goes. So witness number 1 stays around the corner. The incident happened across the street from the school. He stayed around the corner from the incident and around the corner from the school. The incident happened right across the street from the school. As long as them 4 corners and that school is in them black gates, that the incident happened across the street from school grounds. Crazy work at 9 o'clock in the morning, right? So the judge then goes on to say, well, he said, which is, I believe, was 50 something on Cermak. It's the corner of State and Cermak. This is a stone's throw from each other. The victim stops her car after she sees the defendant and the witness, and there's a argument that ensues. Now, this is there's people all around. It is obviously broad daylight, obviously, right? Crazy work. and several witnesses
Now, you
are
said that's her
noticing
new
what's
home.
going on. Crazy work. Again, I would notice that most of these witnesses don't know anybody. They have no stake in the game. They don't know the context. They're not shading, crazy work, what they have by life experience with the parties. They're just literally random bystanders who happen to be observing this thing. And they all tell pretty much the ones who describe it. It is all described pretty much the same way, that initially the father is acting in between the two females, trying to keep them apart. Crazy work, right? Everyone notes that the victim is unarmed, and at one point the witness was pushing the defendant away from the victim. Right? Crazy work. Because the other witness is saying he was also pushing Holly away. But he was doing the most with Ramika. He pushed Holly away. But then for some reason, he just went WWF on Ramika. Crazy work, right? The witness was pushing the defendant away from the victim, while the victim stood with her arms crossed, which is not even remotely a threatening gesture. Let me go down. And other witnesses are also seeing this. And the argument escalates, and eventually the victim goes back to the driver's door of her car. And that's when the witness starts striking her with the car door. Crazy work. So the judge is saying, according to the witnesses, Ramika went back to the car and he started wilding out. Even that's even crazy. So what you was pushing her for for her to go to the car, and then when she go to the car, you forgot this. Can of whoop ass. Crazy work, right? So he say, and the argument escalates, and eventually the victim goes back to the driver's door of the car, and that's when the witness starts striking her with the car door. Now, this is before, to the best of my knowledge, any mention of a handgun. Certainly before a handgun was produced, and at this point, the situation was between the defendant and the victim, as well as the witness aiding the defendant. Witness one, I mean. Damn, so the judge say witness one was aiding the defendant. Crazy work. At this point, it has escalated to the point where witness number 3 is calling 911. When you call 911, that is a random member of the public saying we need man and woman with guns, badges, and bulletproof vests because this situation is out of control. That is what 911 is saying. We've armed officers because there is a threat going on here, so the shit got too much. You know what I'm saying? So she had to call 911. The judge is saying basically it got out of hand. If the witnesses could see it got out of hand, the defendant should have saw it was getting out of hand. Once witness one started striking the victim with the door, crazy work.
Right, that's true.
It then goes on, and then after that, witness one puts the victim in a chokehold, and she's trying to break from, and a witness heard the defendants threatening to shoot the victim at the approximate time that she is in a chokehold. I mean, that she's in a headlock and being struck. That's crazy work. So according to this, Ramika was in the headlock and she was like, I'm going to shoot your ass. That's crazy work type shit, according to these documents and the judge. Let me read that again. And then after that, witness one puts the victim in a chokehold and she's trying to break free. And a witness heard the defendant threatening to shoot the victim at the approximate time that she is in the headlock and being struck. That's crazy. And the witness also heard witness one tell the victim that the defendant had a gun. I was then told that the defendant then retreated to her car and then retreated and then produced a handgun.
Hey, open book.
So Holly went to the car. I got something for you. And then produced a hand. Some people produces milk, eggs, and dairy. She produced a handgun. That was her produce. Crazy work, according to the witnesses. And then after the victim was able to break away, she's taking, which is neutral, when someone is approaching you with a firearm, she's taking steps away. And at that time, the defendant begins to shoot the victim. Ah, man. I find it fair. Now, this is what they're trying to say he wilded out or something like that, right? I find it fair since the issue of self-defense has been raised. I find it very telling that there was a pause between shot number 1 and shots number 2 and 3. I don't know if shot number 1 would have been in of itself would have been fatal, but I know that there was a pause. and then the defendant made sure that the shots were fatal. Again, this is observed by the witnesses. Now, the judge is not saying that himself. He's telling you what the witnesses observed, so he can't be biased stating what someone else is saying. So I don't know what they're talking about with this appeal shit. You know, I guess it's bananas, everybody. Mario Kart. Crazy work. And then witness 3, who called after the 911 initially, again calls 911 having just witnessed a murder. And witnesses also see this defendant fist bump witness 1 after the murder. That is so wholly outside of the realm of anything resembling self-defense. Now, he's saying these are the witness words, not him, of anyone who would meet the legal standards of self-defense. So he's saying this shit went against self-defense norms. This ain't no self-defense. Who is self-defense? It must have been a nigga on the crime scene named self-defense, because this shit ain't the crazy work, right? Crazy work. So they saying that this went outside the norms. Crazy work, right? Of anyone who meet the legal standards of self-defense. Let's go down. I would also note, I was told at this time, even though other people are calling 911, even though the witness had the victim in a headlock, I was never told that this defendant called the police and said, hey, someone is violating this order of protection. I never heard anything like that. So everyone else is calling 911. Witness 3 is calling 911. The unknown witness is calling 911. While Clef is outside, someone please call 911. While Clef is outside also trying to get people to call 911. And Quadeja isn't calling 911 at no point in time. Crazy work. The judge said, I never heard of anything like that. So based on all that, and obviously the victim succumbed to her injuries, I find that the state has met its burden by clear and convincing evidence as to prong 1. It brings me to prong 2, whether the defendant poses a real and present threat to the safety of any person, persons, or the community. Based on the facts of this case, I have before me a defendant who murdered the victim after the victim has just dropped her child off at school. Subsequent to the murder, now they trying to say he wild out because he said she murdered him. She murdered her, right? But he a judge. He can use court terminology. That's a part of the courts. What are you supposed to say? I'm trying to. This ain't YouTube. This the courtroom for him. Type shit. So he can say whatever the hell he want to say. Technically, that ain't being biased to her because he said she murdered Ramika. Crazy work. He said, I have before me a defendant who am the victim after the victim had just dropped the child off at school. Subsequent to the murder, the defendant celebrated in full view of witnesses at a busy intersection in broad daylight on the streets of the city of Chicago. This defendant was undeterred rather by the presence of witnesses, the fact that it happened in broad daylight, the fact that it was near a school, which inherently is a place of children, the fact that her own children presumably was mere feet away. And again, even before the murder, this defendant, the witnesses' actions at the very least got witnesses to call 911. Crazy work. I would also say that the defendant has training and licensure in firearms. So they found out her background. She highly wick out here. They talking about she got training and licensure in firearms. And that had no deterrent effect on what she did. The kill shots, the celebration. There's this twisted sense of self-defense. So I absolutely find that this defendant is a real and present threat to the witnesses as well as anyone who she thinks that their words, despite her training, despite being Holly Wick, despite being Holly Snipes, despite her training, despite the licensure, despite basically societal norms, this defendant has proven that she will exert deadly violence over verbal arguments. God damn. We went over this before. It could be a game of dominoes. You might got to go. Type shit. Crazy work. Don't play Jenga and drop them blocks. It's going down. Anyone who is capable of that, not just having that twisted belief system, but the ability and the willingness to act on it. Such an individual as this defendant is absolutely a threat to the community and to these witnesses.
Mm.
That brings us to prong 3. Whether there's any condition or combination of conditions set forth that can mitigate the real and present threat to the safety of any persons, or the community. In order, the question becomes, what can I do to mitigate the threat? So the judge said, what I do? And everybody that be living it up. He said, what can I do to mitigate the threat? And the threat is, this case is lethal violence. God damn. Apparently under a very twisted sense of self-defense. So what can I do to mitigate that? The highest, look, he said the highest, the most powerful tools to mitigate that that are available for me to impose would be some form of electronic monitoring. The thing about that is, especially in its current form, where it is not directly run by law, is how can that possibly mitigate that level of a threat? It requires a great deal of buy-in and compliance with rules and the law to be effective mitigation. This defendant showed an utter contempt for the law and basic societal norms when she executed the victim in broad daylight. Now, they also trying to say he wasn't supposed to say the word executed. I don't know. What is he lying? Type shit. Is he lying? Oh, that type shit. So look, the defendant showed an utter contempt for the law and basic societal norms when she executed the victim in broad daylight on the streets, pretty much right outside of school. Damn. Electronic monitoring and home confinement would not deter the defendant from harming the eyewitnesses or anyone else she encounters that she would perceive as a threat based on their words, commit new offenses, or complying with conditions of release. Because again, she has proven that she cannot abide despite the law and the rules, despite all of the extra training she got. They said she got extra training. Talking about putting sauce on the ribs. She put sauce on them ribs with that CCL. Crazy work. Extra training she got in order to be licensed. This is someone, there was a dispute that happened in family court day after day. Day after day. Feels like my feet against the wind. He said day after day after day in this country. This is one of the few defendants who decided, ignoring to go to the courts, she would execute the victim on the streets of our city. Simply put, electronic monitoring also gives movement to, if I were to impose it and say it would mitigate the threat, I would be saying that electronic monitoring and giving that person that degree of liberty to someone who thinks that a verbal argument justifies murder, and not just someone who has that belief, but someone who acted with lethal consequences on that belief. Man. I give no faith that she would be able to comply with electronic monitoring, or that even if she was able to comply, given the way it is set up, that she would not be electronic monitoring would not in any way, shape, or form affect her apparently belief that verbal arguments justify murder. Oh my God. This one he started cooking. We got 4 pages left. It cannot mitigate the threat that this defendant poses, and I'm going to respectfully grant the state's petition. Now, ma'am, also, I should state I was told that the defendant, I believe I was told 7 weeks pregnant. She said yes. So we have to take that into account under 725 ILCS 5-110 that deals with the pretrial release of pregnant individuals. So in subsection B of that, it begins, if the court reasonably believes that a pretrial detainee will give birth in custody, the court shall order an alternative to the custody, unless after a hearing the court determines, at least for the next 6 to 7 months. So that's the only way she's gonna get out for real, according to the courts. When she about to have that baby, she's able to get out a little bit, pop it out somewhere, pop, then pop her ass right back on in. Pop it here. Crazy work. At least for the next 6 to 7 months, this defendant is not in any danger of having a child in custody. I don't know what's going to happen with this case. I don't know what's going to happen down the line, right? He don't know if that's some super baby, basically. You know, that baby was conceived during at the end of a murder. Crazy work. Let me go back up here. Miss Williams, judge, let me see. So, ma'am, I have to inform you. Wait, let me go back. I lost my footing. I didn't lost my footing. Where my footwork at, man? That you have the right to file a motion. Here we go. A chance that she would be given birth and trial. I have all the faith in the world that Miss Williams or any attorney sitting in her steed will file the appropriate motions. But as of today, that is not something that is in this court's event horizon or having to come to a ruling on. So, ma'am, I have to inform you that you have to fight to file a motion for release from today's order. Regardless of whether a motion for relief is filed, the court will look. Now, this is the part where they lie, right? Type shit where they keep. Now, this is the part. Pay attention to this part. If you made it to this part, shout out to everybody in the building. This is the part where they saying that the judge said, no matter how many times you try to come for an appeal, I'm going to deny it. So we're going to end it here after I read this. So, ma'am, I have to inform you that you have a right to file a motion for release from today's order. Regardless of whether a motion for relief is filed, the court will revisit. He said the court will revisit the order of detention at each and every one of your court dates. He didn't say they're not going to do it. He said they will. What the fuck? Miss Williams, I presume you're asking for a health court order. I am. Any other orders? Yes, Judge. It stops right there, man, basically. But the more of the story here, y'all, is stop listening to them people. The first judge, he didn't say nothing wrong. He knew of the case. So what? He said that she did a couple killings and dealings for some shillings. So what? What you supposed to say? If she killed, the witnesses are saying some witnesses might say she killed Ramika. Some witnesses might say she murdered Ramika. Some witnesses might say she executed Ramika. I'm just saying the judge is just using words dealing with a case about murder. Crazy word. This your boy Big Keys against the world. And he never said that if y'all keep coming back, I'm going to deny it every time. He never said that shit. That's why they want the recording, because they can't read and find it. This is typed up. His words are typed up. They can't find it. So then now they're trying to say, well, we want the recording. Man, all right. Record these nuts. This your boy Big Keys against the world. We up out of here.
Ooh, Keys is something. So, okay, that was that. So, yeah, we'll see what's going to happen on Tuesday. I'll be live the same time. And we'll just go from there. I don't know who going to court. I don't know. I haven't, asked around who's going this time. So, I really don't know. I thought that she will have the baby in jail. If she needs medical attention, then they will get it, in my opinion. Well, yeah, I don't think they would let her home to have the baby. She probably would. I think what he meant, like, she'll have the baby and go back to jail. Because, you still got to go to hospital to have a baby. So she will go on the outside of a hospital to have the baby, and then the baby would go wherever, and then they would take her back to the jail. So I think that's what Keys meant when he said that. But yeah, he ain't mean that she's coming home and, gonna be home for some days and then have freedom and then have a baby and go back to jail. No, he ain't mean that. They just take you to a hospital and you have the baby. You have security guards sitting there, the COs, they be sitting by your door and stuff like that. When you had a baby, you go back. Now, can you get visits and all that stuff? I don't think you can when you're in custody. I don't think so. Can't get none of that. Yeah. They said Holly Hunt striking pages. I heard that this morning, sis. I heard that this morning. Yes, I did. I heard it this morning. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. Yep. I heard that this morning. Well, I ain't gonna give him a chance to get me no more. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I did hear that this morning. I did. So if anybody want to donate, my coffee link is on the top. I'm going to get up off here. That's crazy to think she's going back months. Travis said she went back to December and got another strike. What? That's crazy. How you want to strike people paging when content creators are doing their job? Right. Do you think she will be released? No. Carlos, he went to visit Holly on Valentine's Day. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, I guess that was nice of him. He ain't got nothing else to do but to show his loyalty in that way. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Lord have mercy, Jesus. Ooh, wow. Yeah. That's why you gotta have backup pages when you're dealing with shit. That's why I made my backup page. Yeah. And I will be going live over there soon. As soon as I get this daggone screen yard right, y'all. I'll be going live over there. I think it's credit to strike people for not defending Holly. Yeah, it is. It is. It's real crazy. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. But they got me once, but they won't get me again. Because I know now not to play no. I can play videos like that long it's not like they doing the shooting actually, like right there showing it. You know what I'm saying? But I can show videos. I can show videos. Yeah. Hey, Real Talk with Prep. Hey, King. How are you? Yeah, that's what they doing. So, Yep. So, do y'all want me to do Nancy case tomorrow? Let me know what y'all want me to do. Because I don't have no updates on the baby right now. And we'll do Ramika case again on Tuesday. That's my commentary for Tuesday. Tuesday, right? That's the 3rd, right? So, okay, so that's what I will do Tuesday. So y'all let me know. My coffee link is on the top if y'all want to donate. So let me know if y'all want for me to cover that case tomorrow. Okay. Yes, do the Nancy case tomorrow. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna look up some videos on that today and see what I come up with. Yeah. So that would be a good case for us for tomorrow. And damn, I ain't got no mods in here to drop my link to my new channel. I ain't got no mods in here right now. I'm glad you're not like others and just drag out Ramika case and you do it when it's an update. Yes, that's what I try to do, sis. I try to do it when it's an update, and I try to just go on and try to do other commentary, with y'all and stuff like that, to bring awareness to different other things. That's what I like doing. But tomorrow I will drop my link to my new channel that the people have not subscribed to it, but I don't want nobody to share me out for my new channel. I want to get my subscribers up on my own. I don't want to be in no bullshit, none of that. I just want to stay solo dolo to myself. So I'm gonna try, I don't mind going from the ground up. I'm built like that. You know what I'm saying? But I do drop my link over here for my supporters over here that support me. Before it's anything else, now I don't want to share my lives and stuff like that over there for my new channel because I want to keep that new channel clean. I don't want all that messy shit and all them other. I just don't want none of that stuff. Go in my description. Y'all can see what my channel is going to be about. I want to start bringing up new people. I want to interview people that's going through different things in their life. and stuff like that. So yeah. It's Wednesday, sis. Okay, thank you. Girl, I know said Tuesday, child. Okay, it's Wednesday. Huh?
It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday?
Yeah. I'm looking at my calendar.
Oh, so Tuesday the 3rd? Hey Terry. Hey Roy D, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Unless they saying that they moved her thing to the 4th instead of the 3rd.
All right, I gotta get with down. I gotta get with Cold Piece to make sure.
As far as I know, it's on the 3rd.
Yes, I looked at it already. I looked at it. Thank you. I looked at it. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You have yes, great live, Roy D, and yes, I can't wait until you go live on the other page. Yes, because I got a lot of good things I want to. That's why I named that channel a different name and everything. I did everything over there. I'm just got to get the StreamYard set up. Once I get the StreamYard set up, I'm going to do a run and we can just chop it up over there. And then I'm going to start doing great things over there. I'm sorry, it is Tuesday. Okay, it's no problem, baby. You ain't got to apologize. You good. Yeah, we all make mistakes, girl. So, yeah. But tomorrow, for anybody have not subscribed to it, you can subscribe to it because it may be hard to find. The new channel is Royal Goddess. I mean, you will see it. Everything over there is pink and white. So you'll definitely see it. I just ain't got no mods in here right now. But yeah, I just want to keep that. I don't want to be in the same sector with that channel, with my new channel. I don't want to. That's why I don't want my channel shared out. If it will be shared out, I want to be shared out in sectors, what the stories that I want to be covering. Other than that, I don't want to be shared out. Yeah, because I want to bring in new people. I want to bring in new people on top of the people that supports me now. So yeah, that's what I want to do. And try to just keep everything moving and just to do better, you know? Sometimes we all want better things and we want to do better things. So yeah. So yep. Tomorrow I'm gonna do some homework on this nasty thing tonight, y'all. So that's why I'm gonna get up off here so I can do some research over there and pull up some videos on that. And what else? I had something else. Oh yeah, I gotta make my thumbnail for tomorrow. I told you I'll be tired sometimes, right? Hey, Auntie. So we'll definitely touch base tomorrow, y'all. We definitely will. And I love you guys. Thank everybody for timing in. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day. Y'all be safe, be blessed, and always remember to keep God first. And I will pray for Trevor Allen and her page, because that's crazy work. She just got her page back. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy work. Damn, I have to watch the replay. Yes, Auntie. There goes a mod. I don't think Auntie, you don't know how to grab links, do you? If you don't worry about it. I can do it tomorrow. Because I want you to go over that. Never mind, just do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll grab it. And then I gotta get my mods over there too. So yeah, I got some work to do over there too. I gotta grab my mods over there. Travin Allen lost her page. That's what they said again. Yes. That's what somebody in chat just said. Drop the royalty new channel. I don't think Auntie know how to do it. I don't think Auntie know how to go over there and get the channel and bring it back and drop it. Wow, that's a shame. Yep. And she just got her page back on the 20th. She just got that page back on the 20th. And from what the chat just said, it's down again. And I didn't even know. Ooh.
It's It looked like she could still post though.
Yeah. When you're on restriction, sometimes you can still post. You just can't go live or do videos or nothing like that. She didn't lose her page. She just can't post. Yeah, we know that. That's what we was just. I mean, it's just like losing your page when you can't do shit. Cause that's how I felt. I felt like that. I ain't even gonna lie. I felt like that. Cause that's all you can do. And you don't make money off of. She don't make money off of posting. You know what I'm saying? She don't. I don't make money on my channel anyway. But I'm just saying. She's up. She probably upset behind that. She's not. You don't make money just for a post. So I understand. That's crazy. But see, I wasn't monetized, so it didn't really affect me like that. You feel me? And that's why I made a backup page. Yeah, Facebook be on some other stuff. They do. They really do. That's crazy. Wow. And I know she's very upset and she have every right to be. That is crazy work. That's why when you post stuff like that, try to do the background different because they can't do nothing. If you post somebody, do the background. I always say that. Redo the background. You know what I'm saying? Don't post the same exact thing. Redo the background. Even you can go on AI and recolor the hair. You know what I'm saying? If somebody hair black, make the shit burgundy, purple, anything. You can redo the hair and redo the background. And they can't get you for that then. Because that regular person don't have purple hair. You feel me? You even do you can put lipstick on the person's lips. Like try to make it over. You know what I'm saying? But y'all said this was a post back from December. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Wow. See, when I post for Mika, her family never came after me for anything. So, I never had to worry about nobody coming in. That's sad though. I ain't going around striking nobody's channels. That shit ain't cool. Like for real. It's not. It's not cool at all. But yeah. Wow. All right, Miss Smith, I'm going to get up out of here.
All right, I'm out.
I love you, honey.
Tomorrow. Love you too.
Okay. Up off here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all stay safe out here because, ooh, baby, it's crazy. Ooh. So y'all be cool, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace and love.